evolution chambers for so long. At this point, my scouting is pretty abysmal. I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much have no idea what he's doing. He could be doing anything. He could really be doing anything. He's going lair right there. And oh, top right, looks like I'm losing my stuff. Losing my little pylon. I don't even look over there. I think I just take that probe and hide it because I know I saw how many units were on the mini-map. And I was like, there's just no way I'm going to be able to defeat that. And I think yeah, Goon Range is upgrading. I like a fair amount of Dragoons um, versus Zerg because they have, I don't know, Muta snipes and stuff like that. And just Dragoons, are pretty okay versus Hydralisks. They're not amazing, but they deal fairly decent damage and they're acceptable to use. This map, I mean, this map is actually pretty good for harassment. I tried to do some, you'll see later when I try to do some failed harassment, but this map is actually pretty good for harassment, like siege tanks, and obviously not in this matchup, but like siege tanks and even lurkers, also High Templar. You can put them behind the mineral line at the natural. You can put him above a cliff on the third base where he has his third base. It's just, I mean, not imbalanced, but there's a lot of drop potential. So, again, I'm just doing as much upgrading as I can right now. Constantly upgrading. Constantly upgrading. I think I just coughed. I just heard myself cough because the way I record my FPVods is like I put the microphone by the speaker and just put the volume up so I can record the game sounds. Pretty ghetto, I know. But see right here, I'm actually going for a kind of like a double expand almost. I'm trying to take top right and set up some cannons there at the ramp, and then I'm gonna set up a gateway and put some High Templar there. Build some High Templar and some Dark Templar to hold the ramp. Here I'm just putting down some pylons. I just put them in a brick because I suck, and I just want to make sure I get enough pylons down. Then I was like, okay, I don't need to put too many pylons at the main. And then can put some pylons at the natural. Don't want to like I mean, you can't really, I guess you can over pylon, but at lower levels, it's worse to hit your pylon cap than it is to have a little bit of money, I mean, spent early into, um, spent early into, blah blah blah, spent early into, like, gateways or something that you can't use. Jeez, that was horrible. That was horrible. Yeah, I'm just like, obviously, like I said, I'm setting down some cannons, trying to secure that base. I have my army by my third. Then I'm setting up for my natural third, my more natural third. So I can, basically the top right base is a lucky one. If I get it, oh well, awesome, I get lucky. If not, I only set up a little bit of money with cannons there. Oh yeah, I was going to transfer into there, but I don't even have that base set up yet, so I decided to set up, I think, a gateway right there first, or then or a nexus, then a gateway. I don't remember what I do. But I do go back to my base in macro site, so then I can't even basically build any unit, build a nexus over there. I have my Corsairs hotkeyed with my units. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. You should avoid that. Here I'm just putting some cannons in case, because I haven't seen much from him yet. And I'm like, okay, is he gonna drop? Is he gonna, send mutiling? Yeah, mutilings. God, I'm so bad right now. Is he gonna send mutilisks in or something? Here I kill a couple Hydras, force him to retreat, and I just pull back right away. I don't even get sucked into his trap. And here I'm just trying to set up some cannons, pretty much, to get a little defensive line going. And there I'm putting up another pylon to get more coverage on my pylon area, so I can put down another cannon or two. Here I grab some. I should have grabbed like 2 DTs, but I don't. I don't grab 2 DTs. So, because I didn't even build them, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go back, and then I'm like, wait, what? I don't know what I'm doing. And I see like a billion lurkers over there. I'm like, okay, whatever. Grab all my units, and I forget about the shuttle for a second.
Yes, I stand ready.
Looks like I'm engaging. I didn't even notice this, I don't think, on the mini map. I was like engaging on the right side too. I lost like a crap load of my units there when he split me up over there. Didn't even grab those units over there. I was like, where's the shuttle? Finally got it. I need to get a storm here, but I don't have any because the Superior sniped all my stuff. top right is going up pretty nicely though, so that's good. At least his energy is focused here. And grab those units. God, what are you doing? So now my units are all scattered, but he lost a lot of the food there, I think. And here I'm just, yeah, obviously setting up for a drop. I was like, where did that guy go? I pretty much fire blind here. I don't really even know how many kills I get, but you can click, obviously, you can see that I got 3, 4, 5 kills there. Drop him off. I try to get a snipe off, but yeah, I don't think, I mean, it looked like I might have gotten a few, but probably not that many. And I lose my Templar up there, obviously, but here I'm getting some high Templar up, and that's going to help me defend that base. If I get a storm on that ramp with the cannons firing, it's just going to be pretty devastating. I've got some DTs coming right out of that, so unless they send with like a bunch of overlords, then it's going to be pretty much impregnable to them. And now I got my groups all scattered. See, I got like 3, 4 different control groups of like half dead units. So it's pretty sweet. Checking my forages. Sending another probe over there if you, I don't know, that was kind of quick. Sending a probe to 12 o'clock to take a 5th base. I feel like I'm confidently ahead, but just look at my scouting. Where is he? Who knows where he is? Who knows what he's doing? What's he doing? I just got enough energy for Storm. Seriously? Oh man, if I hadn't built like the Templar energy upgrade, which for those of you who don't know, it actually makes the Templar start with more energy than they would if they didn't have the upgrade, because they start with I think 1/4 of their total energy. So with 250 total energy, they start with like 67. So it only takes them like a second or two to get like enough energy to cast a storm compared to like 10 seconds, which is a big difference when you need a storm now and he's like bearing down on your base. You're like, okay, I need a storm now, not in 10 seconds. It's a huge difference. Oh, look at that DT. He just cleaned up like that whole group of them. Ugh, get bucked. 9 kills. That's how we do. Now I just get 2 DTs and I put them at the ramp and I put them on hold. Get a couple more probes going. Kill a couple random units there. I'm feeling relatively confident. I just slaughtered a lot of his units. He only killed, a couple cannons, couple probes. I killed a lot of his army. And I have a decent amount of probes just pumping. So I feel pretty confident I'm on two, like, I guess I'm only on really one strong base, which is my 3rd. But I do have that base coming up. So I'm going to set up, I just set up buildings everywhere because, like I said, I suck and don't follow my lead. But, I mean, stuff like this usually helps me out. I can, put cannons down, defend that way, and my unit control and scouting is not good, so I play with my disadvantages in mind, which I think like a lot of lower level players may or may not do. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, but I play with my disadvantages in mind. Like I know I have like bad shuttle micro or something like that. Like so I will try to not like have a strategy that relies entirely on shuttles. And here he comes with like a bunch of mutas. Here I guess he tries to snipe one of my High Templar, but he sends like half the other mutas over there, so it doesn't really work to snipe one with. I grabbed those probes. That was a decent grab by me, so I only lost like 1 to 2 probes there. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose that base probably, and there's not really much I can do. And I try to send my Corsairs up there and do a counterattack with my units to the bottom right. And because I figure he has an expansion over there, I mean, he's got to have an expansion somewhere. So if it's not there, I'll be able to find it somewhere else. And I see that I'm engaging bottom right, but I want to get this storm off because I know they're going to be hovering. He's probably looking at the other place I'm macroing, and now I got the cannons. They lured him in there, and it's owning the crap out of him. And now I just basically just destroyed him. I knew I had observers there, so I mean, no matter what he had at the bottom right, it shouldn't have mattered that much. I mean, I should have microed a little better, but at least I grabbed those units. And it looks like the game is over. That's it. GG, guys. This is the first of many. I have a couple other actually like waiting in line. Here's Scoop being a little BM, but he gets angry after a game, which is understandable because StarCraft is infuriating sometimes. But yeah, basically I got a couple more viewer games waiting, and yeah, those will be coming soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is WatchMeSC signing out.